All right, we are going to just review really quickly interior angles of triangles and linear pairs and complementary supplementary pairs. So this is something that you've seen before, that we've had a lesson on before, but I want to review it again just because it is so important and it's going to be helpful for our next lesson. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so anytime I see a straight angle, that means I see a straight line. There's my big straight line. If it is split by some other line, so I can see that this entire big angle from L arched all the way over to J is 100, a total of 180 degrees. That's what it means by straight angle. If it tells me that part of the way over of that 180 degrees is 150 degrees, then what is that remaining amount to get one from 150 to a total of 180? So remember, all I do is I take 180, subtract what I know so far, 30. So x is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. If I have a right angle, so right angles don't total to 180, they total to 90. And if part of the way of that angle is 40, I need to find the remaining amount. So remember, we take the total amount, subtract whatever I already know, and I get my remaining amount. So x is equal to 50. Now that's just like a quick overview, but what if I just don't have a number? I don't just say it's 40 degrees. What if I say, for example, that in this figure, so this total line, which totals up to 180, so if I start here and go to here, angle 1 is x plus 28. Now that's 28 degrees plus something. Angle 2 is 3 times x. So whatever this number is, I'm timesing it by 3, and that's how many degrees this angle is right here. So what do I do with that? That's kind of confusing. Well, with algebra, we can set up an equation. So it says, part A, write an equation to find x. Make sure you use an equal sign in your answer. So my equation is going to say, I always write down what my total is first. So I want equal 180 because it's a straight line. Now what two things make up 180? X plus 28 plus 3x. And that part's done. Check. Now, in order to answer 1 and 2, I need to solve that equation. So I'm going to rewrite it really quickly over here so I can show my work at least. I'm going to draw my line down my equal sign. Whenever I have variables on the same side, we just combine them. It's redundant to have more than one x. So if I have 3x and always put a 1 in front of x's that don't have anything, if we combine that 1 and that 3, we end up with 4x. I bring down the 28, positive 28 equals 180. Again, we're just solving this equation. So remember, we undo the plus 28 by subtracting 28. 4x is equal to 180 minus 28. 180 minus 28 is 152. Divided by 4. We always divide to get rid of something that's being multiplied. So 152 divided by 4 is 38. Now remember, just like on our virtual class, that we don't just stop there. Angle 1 and angle 2 that's not 38. In order to get angle 1 and angle 2, I've got to go back to this information up here and take out this x and put in that number. So angle 1 is equal to 38 plus 28, and that's how many degrees we've got. So 38 plus 28 is 66. So angle 1 is equal to a total of 66 degrees. So let's total that down here, 66. And angle 2, again, we're going to replace a 38. Now remember, that means 3 times 38. So we're going to go to our calculator. 3 times 38 is a total of 114. And a good check is just to add those together and make sure that they total 180, which they would. All right, let's look at another example. So same type of problem, but this time I don't have a straight line. That straight line takes a curve to make a right angle. So let's start with angle 1. So on angle 1 side, if I started here and go to here, that's just 6 x's. So 6 times whatever that imaginary number is, and 2 is whatever x is minus 8. Now this time my total equals, not 180 because I have a right angle, it's equal to 90. Now what two things add to 90? 6x in addition to x minus 8. So that's my equation. Let's solve it. If I combine my like terms, 6 and 1 is 7x minus 8 equals 90. I draw my line down my equal sign. I get rid of whatever's further away from x. So I add 8 and I get 98 is equal to 7x. I'm going to divide both sides by 7. 98 divided by 7 is a grand total of 14. So x equals 14. Now I'm almost done. I just need to go and plug those back in. So I'm going to plug in a 14 here. Anytime I see an x, I'm plugging in 14. So angle 1 is 6 times 14, which is 84. And angle 2 is 14 minus 8, which is a grand total of 6. If I do a total up, those should total the 90, which they do. Okay, last problem. So taking a switch from writing all those equations, if I want to find the value of x, remember what I know about the interior angles of triangles is that they total to 180. So 91 plus 42 plus x is equal to 180. Total up what you know. 91 plus 42, 133. Plus x equals 180, and just subtract that 133. So 180 minus 133 gives me 47. So that last unknown angle right there is 47 degrees. All right, and that's a review of interior angles and linear pairs and right angles. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'm more than happy to help you get going on any assignment.